My editor's on holiday, which means I can do whatever I want, whatever the fuck I want. I can swear in the first 30 minutes if I want to, and just post the video, because guess what? This channel's not monetized. Yeah. Channel manager is on holiday, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I wanted to really just go back to my roots on this channel and basically just talk about me and my life. So for as long as my channel manager is on holiday, which is about 2 months, I can post and say and do whatever I want as long as I enlist it. That's the agreement I've made with him. I think I negotiated that fairly well. And for those of you who may not be aware why I even have a channel manager, I'm bad at editing my videos. That's why. And I have elected to do this because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like talking like I used to on this channel. And for a while, it's just been a lot of like polishing and making sure I say the right things and do the right things and be the right way and come across correct. So I think a reintroduction is in order, and that's really what I wanted to do today. Part of that reintroduction, there's a fucking eyelash in my eye. That's 2 swear words in the first 5 minutes. Awesome. Wow, that was a lot of eyelashes. Amazing. Anyway, my eye is still fucking... Give me a second. Sorry, my eyelashes decided to go rogue and I needed to kind of start over. I should have just live streamed this, but I was not nearly as confident to do that today. So I have instead, recorded a live stream like video and have elected to just post it as if it was a live stream so that it feels kind of organic. Anyway, yeah, within the parameters of me having a channel manager now, which I'm super happy about, and was a very necessary addition to the channel, I feel like parts of me get lost when I talk about serious things or I talk about things that happened in the past and try to clarify stuff. It's just hard to be myself on the channel when I'm starting over. So today, and I'm stalling so hard because I want this to go well and I want it to come across well, because a lot of the time it just doesn't. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about that. It was my mum's birthday a couple of days ago, and would have been my mum's birthday a couple of days ago, and for the first time in like 11 years ish, it's going to be 11 years coming up, I'm kind of okay about it, and that's a new experience for me. I usually have slumps 2 times in the year. In July 10th is my mum's birthday, and in December 13th is my mum's death day. So in summer and winter I have like a little bit of a slump because I'm just sort of grieving my mum, and because I'm not, shock and horror super like good at managing my emotions, I kind of just hold on to stuff until it's the appropriate time for me to like let it out. And for some reason this year I seem to have just been fine, and it was like super weird because my mum's birthday was on the 10th, and a few days before that my partner's best friend, or my best friend-in-law, had come over and he'd given me this like hoodie blanket. It's really cute, And it was just like such a nice coincidence around my mom's birthday, and that was the only thing that made me cry on my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday is normally a day that I just spend more or less all day crying. So I don't know, I just, like, the crying was stupid, but I think it also needed to come out, and it was like 5 minutes of crying, guys. Okay, like, it wasn't even, I nailed it down. I have the formula to grieving. Okay, I'm going to kind of demonstrate. Okay, I shouldn't get way too confident because this could all go south very quickly. But yeah, I do a sort of grieving ritual 2 times a year, and I guess I'm going to call it something for the first time ever, and I believe I've decided on my biannual conversation with my dead Amma. Maybe that'll be the title of the video. I don't know. It's my channel now until my channel manager is back, so I can call anything whatever the fuck I want. That's 3 swears in 6 minutes. I'm over the 5-minute mark, so I can swear now throughout the rest of the video. There's only 2, maybe 3 swears to edit out in that first part of the video. Oh, I hope you're having a good time on holiday. Anyways, yeah. I don't exactly know how to conduct this, because usually the conversation with my mum that happens biannually, my mum who is dead, that sort of takes place like between sobs usually. Look, it could be a lot of things, okay? Like, I could just be more adjusted, more grown, could be the antidepressants, that I've considered that, so could be that. I resent almost every doctor that told me to work towards getting off them, because guess what? You can't play games with your brain chemistry. Anyway, this video is coming off very manic, and I'm becoming conscious of it. I'm just stalling because I don't exactly know how to do this, but like, I know that, like, people ask me super invasive questions sometimes, I want to say. Like, sometimes I'll get asked stuff that's just very out of line for anyone to ask someone that has a dead parent and has just told you that their parent is dead. Like, for example, a lot of the time when people find out I'm not religious, for example, people would be like, what would your mom think of that? What would your dead mom think of that? Like, they don't ask like that, but that's what they're asking. I think Muhammad Hijab once asked me that, like, in the DMs. Those were dark days. Those were dark, dark days. We're never going back to those days. We're done with that, just to make that clear between you and me. We are never going back to commenting on Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah. We should really put that behind us as a channel, and as you as subscribers as well. Just, that's never going to happen again. So if that's where you're sticking around, that's bye. That's not that, no. But no, yeah, Muhammad Hijab once DM'd me like what my mom would think about the fact that, like, she died a Muslim and I'm not a Muslim now. And to address my mom, Amma, like, I hope to everything that is good that you are in Jannah right now, chilling with Nana, and like, he's cooking for you every day, and like, you're having the best time. Like, that, I hope. Okay, I don't necessarily believe that that's the case, that that's ever going to happen, because monotheistic heaven is kind of mid. Is that a hot take? I don't feel like that's a hot take. Mid. Like, it's mid city up there. But anyway, Amma, I hope like, you're having the time of your life with Nana in Jannah, maybe Jannatul Firdaus. Like, you know, as far as I'm aware, in our family, you are probably the best person. So I would assume that if Allah's real, you know, I know, I would get the wooden spoon for just even saying that, but guess what? You're dead. So we're just gonna have a, you know, an adult conversation between ourselves. I don't know how insane this is coming off. I guess the comments will let me know. Anyway, it's just a form of grieving, guys, and also you don't have to be here if you don't like this. Bye. Anyway, yeah. I'm not really into or interested in Jannah or Islam or anything to do with that. I mean, if I were to, like, it's really hard to do in front of a camera, but I'm gonna soldier on, because I feel like this is an important moment for me, as well as like something that maybe you can I don't know. This is what I do for grieving's purposes. So if you find it useful, use it. I'm not recommending it to anybody. It just works for me. Anyway, if I were to entertain the idea of religion, yeah, I don't get it for the most part. Like, the one thing that I would say that you taught me from, like, religious stuff, not necessarily what Dad taught us, okay? Dad is a separate issue, and we'll talk about him later, because I know Dad is your favorite subject, Amma. I know. I have my complaints. You will hear them. Just wait. But in terms of, like, religion, okay? I don't care about it. But, like, and some people might get upset at me for saying this, because I'm already not atheist enough to be in the New Atheist Club, because the New Atheist Club is just basically Christians who don't actually believe in Christianity. But anyway, this is between me and you, Amma. Like, the only god that I would really entertain, and this will only make sense if you ever played Dungeons and Dragons, but since you're dead and I can explain it to you, like, it's just a tabletop game that's fun to play, and you use loads of different dice in this game, and one of the dice has 20 sides, and I kind of think that, like, the only god that I could really entertain as being real, or I would even enjoy having, such a dumb statement, would be an RNG god. Or an RNG goddess. I think we generally, in this house, we refer to her as the RNG goddess, because we play a lot of D&D. But yeah, I just like the idea of having a god that I play dice with every day. And, like, some days I wake up and, you know, I roll the lowest number and it's the worst day, and usually, like, I can figure out those days. Like, I can usually, like, sense them sort of coming on. But some days, like, I get the highest number on that dice and I never see it coming, and it's kind of perfect. That's why my religion's better. I'm just saying. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying Jannah, Mum. It's I hope you're enjoying it. I know. It's sad. Anyway, I think I inherited everything that I could have asked for from you. Yeah, aside, we're not going to talk about money, but aside from money. So all I inherited from all of my family were my memories and this body. So that's all I have from my family. And in terms of memories, Amma, we had some good ones. We had some really, really good ones. I do have to say, there are a couple of things that you may look at me for, like this, like these tattoos, that you might look at me for and go, why the fuck did you do that? You might also not like that I swear now a lot. But I also kind of think that, like, I'm 29 now and you wouldn't really care what I was doing. Like, to a huge extent. Like, you would also be mad when I was younger if I cut my hair, but like, would you care now that I'm like almost 30? I don't think so. So, you know, it's kind of okay. But like, if you are really mad about it, let's say you're really, really mad about it, that like I've gotten my, you know, I don't wear hijab anymore, I cut my hair, and I have tattoos now. Let's say you're mad about that, which maybe you would be. There are a couple of things, Amma, that I don't think that I can ever forgive you for. And this is a conversation I can comfortably have now because you're dead. I don't know how like niche this is. I don't know if this is going to make people mad, but just remember, this is my mom, and my mom is dead. And I will grieve however the fuck I want on my channel. Anyway, I don't know how insane this is coming off, but I promise you I am happy, I am sober, and I am healthy. What was I saying? Oh yeah. There's a couple of things I can't forgive you for, Amma. There's a couple of things. The first thing that I don't think I can ever let go was that you literally pulled out one of my milk teeth with a string. And I suspect that someone told you to do that as a joke and you took it super fucking seriously. And oh my god, I don't think, like, I have like most of my arm tattooed now. I've had my ribs tattooed, which is a really painful area to get tattooed if you didn't know. Yeah, I don't think anything I'll ever feel ever again will be so viscerally painful as having a tooth that is loose ripped out of my face with a string. I feel like that's a bigger crime than me tattooing my body, Mum. No. Additionally, Amma, now that I'm 29 and you are dead, I don't think I will ever forgive you for throwing away all of my Pokemon cards when I was like 10 years old. Because, oh my god, Amma, I had a legendary stack of Pokemon cards. And you know what makes it worse? The only card you kept for me was a fucking Clefairy. A fucking normal ass Pokemon. Yeah. Bigger crimes have been committed than me changing how I look and presenting myself how I want. So I think we can let the water go under the bridge, as they say. Or I don't know if that was the correct saying. I don't know. I don't care. She couldn't even keep, like, I had a shiny Bulbasaur. I had a shiny Bulbasaur that I organically got. She couldn't even keep that one. No, she kept a non-shiny, non-hollow Clefairy for me because it was pink. Alright, I'll stop going over the Pokemon fiasco, okay? Mum, I feel extremely ambivalent about our family. You know that. I think everyone knows this. For the most part, I can't stand most of our family. I don't know why you did that to me. I know it's not your fault. I know it's just how things happened. But oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna call any of my aunties by their auntie titles. No sassy, no mummy, no khala, no fufu, nothing. Okay? Because almost all of them fucking suck. I'm pretty sure almost every single one, except maybe like Milikhala, like except her, I think every other auntie that exists in my family has made me cry. Made me like feel bad about existing. Like they, especially after you died. Like before you died it was bad enough, like constantly commenting on what I looked like. When were any of them the picture of health or beauty? Were any of them? I don't think there was a single fucking one that was just, normal. Anyway, you were probably the most normal of them. And Joba auntie, she was nice. But yeah, all of them made me feel like I was nothing. And I remember you warning me, like on your deathbed, you warning me about Nazma. You called her, what did you call her? You called her Mishti Muk, which means she has like a sweet mouth, but she's a fucking snake. Well, it's the implication. Mishti Muk just means like sweet mouth. But yeah, I remember. And you know what? You were right about that. But you know who you were so dead wrong about? Yasmin. Yasmin, you were so dead wrong about. Because oh my god, she made our lives living hell. Dadu also made my life living, my grandma. She also made my life a living hell. Like it was just this obsession. Like this obsession of repeating the cycle. Of like getting married and having kids. And like, I don't think I'm cut out for any of that. I if you are watching over me, you'd already know this. So I guess I'll just confess to you because you're already aware. Let's say, hypothetically, if that even exists. I was always led to believe, and I was always told by all these aunties that like I would not have anything, like anything at all, if I didn't get married and I didn't have kids. And like from as young as like 15, like I think that's when it started. Like they broke me. They literally made me feel like I would be nothing if I did not get married and I did not have kids. And I just want to tell you, Amma, that I'm not married. I don't want to get married. I don't want any kids of my own. No biological kids. Just let me finish. No biological kids. And I have like a very healthy, long-standing relationship that works and doesn't need any bells or whistles. And And I like, maybe you might disapprove of my choices, but like, I genuinely think you'd love my partner. I don't want to cry. That was the whole point of this fucking video. Shit, I don't want to cry. Okay, tears might be going down my face, but I promise you I'm not sad. I'm not sad. Maybe this whole ordeal is sad, because it kind of is, but I'm pretty happy, I think. Anyway. Fuck. I don't want to cry. Anyway. Yeah. I think you would love him. And actually, coincidence, his mum passed away like in the same year as you, so maybe you could go and find her and talk to her, because I would love some tips if you could pass those on. I know you can't, you're dead. Anyway, grief doesn't go away, man. Your life just grows around it, and you kind of have to just live with it. And I've been living with it for 11 years, and I feel like it's finally just like not easy, because you never want to call it easy, but like it's never fucking easy. We're okay. We cried a little bit. It's okay. We continue. As to why I'm not gonna have kids, Mom, I personally think you'll love this, because I know that you know that I know that we all hate Dad. That was kind of like the thing that kept us all together. It's definitely the thing that kept us together. Because Dad, man, I don't know, man. I kind of respect the level of commitment to the bit. Like, you never faltered. You were always on point. Always just, cook, clean. Like, you had a whole routine down. Get us ready for school, take us out to school, make lunch, make dinner, all this stuff. You just did everything. You also worked at the school, and like sometimes gave us lunch. It was nice. But I just, on some level, I respect the bit, but at the same time, I just kind of wish you left him so we could have a better life. And I know why you didn't. Because I know that you were surrounded by vultures like the fucking aunties who would have, ruined your life and ruined our lives for choosing to leave that horrible oaf of a man. I don't know. It's just a sad reality that, things happen the way they did. And you decided to stay, and I don't know. I feel like maybe you initially wouldn't approve of me reporting Dad and like getting out of there and basically going my own way since then. Like, I've been just more or less supporting myself since then. I'm also usually the breadwinner in all my relationships, so I've been supporting myself as well as other people. And like, I don't know, I think you never thought I'd be capable of that. And I think ultimately, maybe you wouldn't admit it, I don't know, but I think ultimately you would be proud. I also passed my degree in social psychology from the Open University, which, if you don't know, is where you study at home by yourself with a first class with honours. And if you're going to be proud of nothing else, Amma, I did that while I worked 40 hours a week over 5 years. And I got a first, Amma, in a fucking science. Am I a science person? Does this brain recognize or understand numbers? No. I got a first in a soft science, but in a science. Does that answer Mohammed Hijab's question, by the way? I think my mom would be proud of me. Like, maybe she wouldn't approve of all my decisions, but I think my mom would be pretty fucking proud of me. And for the record, Amma, the reason why, personally, well, one of my reasons, it's not the only reason, but I think, like, one of my reasons for why I don't want to have biological children is because I don't want to. Like, you know how everyone in our fucking family is. You know how dad is. And, like, no matter how much I can't help it, I'm descended from that. So I'm not gonna give him continuation of his bloodline. Fuck that. He's not getting any kids out of me. He's not getting any grandkids out of me. Not only that, I do not give a single fuck about him. Since I left, like, according to the social services at least, he's learned how to be a parent, which is unbelievable news. I actually don't believe it, so I don't know how well things are going because it's the social services and you know how dad is. But they're keeping an eye on them. I don't know. The only thing he deserves is silence from me. And I think you would be happy about that. I hope. I really do. Like, from the bottom of my heart, even if Jannah, Jahannam, Allah, all of that stuff is real, I don't mind burning in hell. Like, it's whatever. I don't agree with the religion, so I guess that's what I deserve. Like, it's so stupid. But, like, I'm quite content to burn in hell forever because I don't want to go where dad goes. And to be honest, Amma, I don't really want to be where you are, like, all the time for eternity either. Just for the record. I think, like, you taught me a lot of stuff and I miss you. I do miss you. But it's not what I want. And I think that's important, and I think you'd understand that. Thanks, Amma, for this conversation. We'll talk again in December. In case some of you misunderstood for the whole fucking video, yeah, I know my mum's dead. I'm just grieving. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think.